You know, I didn't cry when they took me into that room before they break the news that your dad's gonna die. What was supposed to be a routine bypass surgery ended up with me being escorted into that cold, dark, terrifying private suite. I'm just 24 years old. I have a newborn and a 2-year-old at home that's not even unpacked yet from a post-foreclosure move. And strangely, I'm calm. You know, discipline, it's one of the most praised traits in high performers. Our social media feeds are full of the gurus screaming, discipline, discipline, you need to be more disciplined. But what if discipline is postponing joy? Do you ever get that urge to reach, to want something, to try something, and then stop? Because you've trained yourself not to. My story isn't about discipline as a strength. My story is discipline as survival. This impulse control, they call it. It's not a personality trait that's glorified today. It was a protective mechanism that I installed early on in life. My very first memory of exercising discipline, I was just 7, when I learned what it meant for your world to change without warning. For a year, there were whispers and secrecy, this constant sense that something just wasn't safe. And then one day, my life changed without warning. No explanation. My mom decides to move 1,500 miles away to Florida with her boyfriend, and they're taking me with them. Overnight, everything in my world disappears. My home, school, my friends, my family, even my sister. And that moment trained my nervous system that discipline would give me stability when my world felt fractured. And as I got older, I just kept deploying discipline over and over again. In my 20s, life it kept stacking relentless loss on top of non-negotiable responsibilities. My husband's childhood friend is murdered 2 months before our wedding. I'm pushing myself through a rigorous Masters of Taxation program while raising 2 young kids and caring for aging parents. This unfunded, hands-on, exhausting care. Unexpectedly losing my dad. Quiet, hollowing loss. Yet, amid all of this, becoming the youngest partner at my firm? And if you read my Daily Drip piece that went viral, I expose a moment of significance. Baker acting my own mom after a 10-year battle with mental health. Yet I remain composed. I think I had a moment of clarity. I was cleaning out the house alone, the house that we'd bought for her where she was supposed to spend the golden years that I imagined for her, just around the corner from our family. No matter how much I tried to control the situation, it didn't matter. Impulse control made me exceptional at functioning, especially a career in accounting. It is a secret weapon fueling my career. I used discipline as an asset because I understood that converting pressure into performance builds an empire, and I did, the PLR empire. And so my success just reinforced this assumption that stability came from restraint. But here's where it all went pear-shaped. Functioning is not the same as living. Okay, I accomplished a very successful lifestyle that we all work for, and I'm extremely proud of this. But my discipline kept me from being 100% me. I was editing myself, restricting my joy. Is your impulse control fueling your growth? Or is it a bottleneck in your joy? And then one day I just decided to do something. The Daily Drip inaugural girls' trip to Toronto. And somewhere between saying yes and booking the flight, it hit me. I am a 40-year-old girls' trip virgin. My first girls' trip at 40. Why? Well, because my days to this point were stacked with challenges on top of responsibilities I wasn't prepared for. I'd regulated myself. I'd created the comfort zone. So, under loving pressure from my business partner, I commit. It's 2 weeks before the trip, and I'm already looking for an exit. Everything's booked. There's even a preferred packing list. All I have to do is show up. Instead, I am spiraling. Then, it's the morning of the flight. My husband's driving me to the airport, barely stops. Quick kiss goodbye. I get through security. I call him. Before I can even speak, he says, "Get on the plane." Are you crying? Just get on the plane. And suddenly, I'm in an old loop. Separation, guilt, that fear that choosing myself means leaving everything else behind, like my mom did. But I'm Karen Ross. I am the Ross in Palermo, Landsman Ross. I fight the IRS daily for a living, folks, yet this girls' trip is paralyzing me. It's funny, you can laugh. It's absurd, guys. It's really funny. I make it to Toronto. Imagine this. It's low light, leather chairs, lounge table, possibly too much wine. And we are shaking up the restaurant with joy, which already is unfamiliar to me because impulse control is my comfort zone. And I'm mid-sentence trying to explain this strange truth, how I feel so much older than women chronologically older than me. Life sped me up before I was ready. People make jokes about how young I look. I laugh. I feel ancient inside. And then from across the table, Ciara says, "But Karen, you've done by 40 what most don't experience till their 60s. But you're Karen fucking Ross." And just like that, the table erupts. It's a coronation of sorts, and KFR is born. It's a nickname, you may have heard it. But it wasn't a nickname. It was permission. That fire of KFR, always inside. I just kept the oxygen low. KFR gave 7-year-old Karen permission. I had made hard things easy, and easy things hard. Even back at the airport flying home, I wasn't the accomplished professional you all see today. I'm 7 years old again. Okay, you're through security. Let me read these signs. Passport. Oh, it's in my pocket. Okay. Maybe I should just go get organized. I arrive home feeling like I just pulled off something enormous. And what resonated were these conversations where women revealed adventure and discovery. All along, I'd been missing out on these simple joys in life because of my restraint. Please don't think my life was joyless, but rather my default setting was to delay my own joys and put everything else first. We disguise it as keeping it all together. Women everywhere, keeping everything together. Our home life, our office, our bodies, everyone's expectations, because everything depends on us. Until doing it all and needing nothing became the rule. And that's when I understood. Discipline and delight should coexist. Discipline and delight should coexist. You must make the choice for both. Otherwise, life's going to choose for you. Recently I heard joy is the source of sustainability. Question for you. Is there a version of 7-year-old Karen still inside of you? That 7-year-old that craves restraint and reward? What are you denying yourself in the name of staying regulated because it's not the right time? There's more urgent priorities? Where is joy on your priority list? Discipline helped me survive. But delight, it's helping me live. Thank you.